I printed this Lego brick and it turned out pretty well. What I'm going to do now is modify the bottom of it so that another brick can be accommodated on the bottom so we can stack the Lego brick as we all know how to do. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is, by the way, I can hit F4 and that will turn on the rotation manipulation mode. Otherwise, I can hit this little button over here, free orbit they call it. So if I click there and then I left click in the circle, I can turn it around, turn it upside down. If I left click on the outside and then rotate around, I get rotation. So I am going to go to the bottom, and as usual, when I want to change modes, so to speak, in Inventor, I'm going to do a right click done. I could have done an escape, but right click done is a good habit to have. I'm going to create a sketch on the bottom here, and I'm going to make a square that's inside here. It's interesting the way Inventor projects that circle on the other side. And there's a more elegant way to do this. For example, we could project the geometry of the circle to this plane here, but we're going to keep things simple at first, and I'm just going to make a circle here, a square here, which has a diameter of, we come over here, it's going to have an inside diameter of 4.8 millimeters, which you'll recall is the exact size of the stud on the top. We'll assume that if we make them identical, they'll fit together quite snugly. And then according to this particular website, the wall thickness here appears to be 6.51 minus 4.8 for whatever the reason. And also there are these little circles down here which I'm not really sure why they're there, but they are in fact there if I look at my Lego, and I think I'm going to leave those alone for a little while. We're going to keep things simple. So actually I think I got off track there and I started to mumble about a different type of task that we want to accomplish. We in fact just want to make a square here. I think that's the way a single Lego works. So the square will be 4.8. Sorry about that. Okay, so if you're confused, hopefully this will help. Okay, I know if I take the, go to the Inspect tab and click Distance, I know that the length of this cube is 8 millimeters, and the width is also 8. And so I'm going to use a tool called Offset to pull in this square until it is 4.8 inches in diameter. So I need to pull it in what? So if I pull it from 8 to 5, that's 3, and then 0.2 more will take it down to 4.8 for the central square. So to do that, what we do is we go to the Model tab, and then let's see, fortunately when I scrunch this up so that I can see everything, I don't see the offset button. Where is it? Just a moment. Okay, I need to be on the Sketch tab. Alright, so I'm going to use the offset, so it's right here on the Modify panel on the Sketch tab. So I click Offset, and then I click a geometric figure, a closed figure, click and I pull in. I'm going to left click, right click, and then do a general dimension. To do that, I click this distance, and remember this is going to be 3.2. And that does not look right. So I did my arithmetic wrong. So this is 8. And I want this interior one to be 4.2 on its, 4.2. So, that just doesn't work. So what am I doing wrong here? So I can't come in 3.2 on each side. I think I need to come in 1.6 on each side. Okay, it's been a long day. Okay. So 1.6 on this side, 1.6 on this side gives me 3.2 total. I subtract that from the 8 here, and I get 4.8. Okay, I think I got that right. Alright, now I can finish my sketch. And now the task I have is to figure out how much I'm going to extrude inward on this particular feature. You can see that it, let's see. I think it is going inward, yeah. Okay, I can drag the arrow. If you've never done that before, that's possible. How deep should I go? Well, I know that my stud is 1.8, so why don't we go in 2 millimeters? That should accommodate it well. So it's already set to 2.5. Let's go 2. And right there we have our Lego. So I'm going to change the color a little bit to a clear green, and you can see it's a little confusing, but you can see that there's a square down there that will accommodate another Lego. So what I'm going to do is reprint this, or print this particular Lego, and see if the other one that I made will fit into it on the bottom. Alright, so let me change it back to flat green. Where is that? Flat green. Okay, I want to go back, and I started to get off on a tangent, and my mind was wandering, and I was thinking that I needed to make the circle to accommodate the stud on the bottom. But remember, we're doing just a 1 by 1, so I think I can get away with just a square. I think if I remember correctly, I don't have one in front of me, but a 1 by 1 Lego brick just has a square on the bottom. It doesn't have the holes that accommodate it. But I started to talk about that, and I got off track, so I just want to make sure everyone is aware that I got a little off track there, and it's not related to what we were doing. We just want to make a square in the bottom. And I hope I've shown you how to use the offset tool to make that possible. Okay, now we're going to go to the eye, save as, save copy as, and we're going to call this brick 1 by 1. Let's see, I like descriptive names even if they're long. Back square. There's a square on the back of it. So you can see that it's already in the STL mode because that was the last format that I saved. I do want to save this particular part as an Inventor part. So I'm going to go File, Save As, Save Copy As, but I'm going to come down here and I'm going to change it to IPT. Okay. And it's going to be solid. I think I changed this to left the solid off. So back, yeah, square. This is going to be an Inventor part. The reason I want to save it as an IPT file is I can bring it up in Inventor again and modify it further. And again, the STL file is the format that I need to, there they are. This is, it doesn't attach the STL, but it's called Certificate Trust List. I don't know why that's the case. It has something to do probably with Windows. I don't know. Anyway, there should be an STL file there. I think you can change Windows to show all extensions. At any rate, this is the one that we will send to the 3D printer, just like we just sent this one, and it worked correctly. So let's go do that.